What are your thoughts, my friend? What's going on?
Here's the problem.
Zona!
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna say it outright, all right?
Yeah, please do.
We have in Cyprus 5 captains.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Clark, I'm gonna say it straight here. It
Please
hurts
do.
me to say this. Hurts me. I didn't think I'd ever be mad enough to say it and admit it. Okay? But there's 2 captains that I just see as peasants.
Mm.
Okay? I see them as below me, right? I see Clark. I see a lion. I see Teddy.
Mm.
I see a lion.
Mm.
I see Martin. I see a lion.
Mm. The giant mane.
Yeah. Now I see Sakura. I see a Bombay cat, 3 years of age, spayed, or I don't know, neutered, whatever it's called. I see Vito. I see a golden retriever. Sickening. What's wrong with me?
Ah.
What's wrong with me, Clark? Why do I belittle these guys so much and think that they're so much lesser than me because they bring in 300K a week and it's from moonshine cooking, which is 20%, so it's only 60K. What's wrong with me?
Is it just the cash? Is it just the cash flow? Is it just the income? Surely there's more.
You know what it is? I don't know. Maybe there's more.
There's
Maybe
got
there's
to be
more.
more. If it was just money, you and I, we care about money. To a certain extent. Of course, I want to be number 1. I'm happy at number 2. I don't want to be number 3, 4, or 5. I don't.
No, listen. Okay. Well, there's a few things. First of all, I hate the whole money thing, and I hate the whole first, second, third, fourth, fifth, because it creates a weird dynamic. Okay.
Sure.
It
Yes.
it absolutely does.
It
Okay.
could. It
And
could,
the way
and it does to the
it
wrong people.
does. It does. Okay. Now the way it works is, right? I can go this week. Okay, and people are doing this. Okay, I
Okay.
don't know if you look at people's sheets, but people are literally doing this. I
What is
can
it?
go and I can go push moonshine every day, and I can turn in 10 mil a week. I can do that. You understand that, right?
If you cook, or if you just push it in.
If I just okay, so if I just grab crates,
Uh huh.
okay, from Donnie, and he supplies me a fuck ton, okay,
Uh huh.
and I push all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mark that down, and technically I bring in all that money on a technical basis,
No, you
right?
don't.
No, I know. I know I don't on a realistic basis.
But people are
But
marking that
when the
shit down.
numbers are announced, it's marked in a way because the Dons don't oversee and actually overlook and look at the breakdown. Do you understand?
Sure, yeah.
They don't look
I'm,
at the
I'm sure
breakdown.
Gigi just literally does
GG
everything.
knows the breakdown, right? No, but on that breakdown,
Mm-hmm.
that breakdown isn't what's said, right? When we say, oh, first is 1 point whatever million, da 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 da,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's not what's like announced. I'm pretty sure just the total sum of whatever you brought in is the number that's being given to the Dons. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Mm.
And that's like, it creates like this dynamic, okay? As well as the fact that even if it is broken down with moonshine, it's bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. The whole operation is fucking bullshit. But whatever. Let's not get into that, all
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I've talked to Lang about it. I think Teddy was there because it was mentioned briefly, and he was like, "Yeah, we're always trying to improve that, so that's something we're trying to improve. The percentages for the moonshine shit. I think they're trying to figure out better,
Yes.
percentages and whatnot.
Yes. Yes.
I think
Now, I understand moonshine runs currently are super fucking easy and they take a few minutes, but everything about moonshine is super fucking easy. Everything. And
Yeah.
it's the only one that bears any risk at all. So I think it should be increased to a certain degree. Probably like 5%.
So
Okay.
does
So
all this
let me
has to do with the slots?
yeah, so Vito called me and he said, "Yo, you got 9 people in your thing. Like let me
Mhm.
take 1 or 2 out or however many and let me add some of my people so I can get them to roof run."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "No."
Why?
Um,
I love Martin, dude.
why would I? So we established, right, from the jump, all my people push, and if I could, I
Yeah,
would have more people on there,
of course.
right? Because we could push way more, right? Brother, you know how much we're turning in this week? I haven't turned it in yet because I'm waiting for a scuff to get refunded. You know how much we've
A
turned in?
fat amount, I'm sure.
$2 million. Okay? Now like 600, 700K of it is from pushing.
Hmm.
Okay? My people love that. It's part of their schedule, it's in their flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sacrifice my person pushing and roof running so someone else can hop in and just roof run. Like this is just not happening. We discussed that me having this many people would not be a problem. I don't give a fuck if someone wants to make it a problem a week later because they want to roof run and reap the benefits. I don't give a fuck for that.
But that's you know, has Speedy or any of the Dons talked to you about like switching people in and out?
I thought it was switching people out of our crew, like our own crews.
It is to a certain extent, but so
So
technically
okay,
I
so
have five
if I
people
if
right now because Seti is technically under Speedy, but he's like I've been helping him, so like I'm turning in all of his shit for him and I'm paying him
Seti
out.
Banks,
Yeah, so you know, technically I have five, and then the other the other three have four, and then you have nine.
yeah,
So here's my thought on it. You should just look. At the end of the day, you know, yes, one common goal, one big crew. You know, I took off my biggest pushers so that like I'm cycling my people in and out as well.
that's
And,
what I'm doing.
and
Yeah,
I had to take off 3 people. I took off 3 people. Loco is one of them, and his main income is is fucking Mota. So I'm gonna have to cycle one of my other people out for him. But my point is, you should give him your spots, have him bring in no bread, and then be like, let me get those spots back. Just let him not utilize it.
well, no.
Because this is it's just gonna become a bigger problem because you're thinking about your sub crew more than his sub crew, which I understand that's slightly the point, but it's also not the point.
My sub crew puts in work. His doesn't. Why
Yeah,
would
but you
I?
also have 9 people. If I had 9 people,
I'm not.
I'm not
Listen.
saying I'm bringing in two
You want to
mil,
know
but
why? You want to know why I'm not thinking about his sub crew? Because I'm thinking about Cyprus. Okay. And when it comes to his sub crew, it's not really that much of a fucking calculation. Okay. It's a little bit of addition. That's it.
I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. I just think this is going to be a problem in the long term. For you mainly, not even for him. He's going to victimize it. And then now you're going to be the one to have to
What's
answer.
life without a little bit of problem, huh? I'm just informing you about the situation. Okay.
Okay, okay.
It is what it is. I'll speak with the Dons, and if I have to remove somebody and if I get fined, it is what it is. Okay. I'm just letting you know. All right.
No, I appreciate it. And I can see your point of view on it. It's not
Okay.
lost on me. You know, if you do the math, you're not wrong.
What really bothers me is that no one had a problem before, but now that you can make money, okay, this is what really bothers me, okay? It wasn't a problem with how many people I had before we hit level 2, and then when we hit level 2,
Everything
people
changed.
wanted to roof run. No. People wanted to roof run, but the job was scuffed, and it still wasn't a problem. And now that the job is unscuffed
Yep.
and working perfectly fine, now it's a problem. So I'm not gonna just fucking lay down and say yes, sir. Okay, that's bullshit. All my people have been patient and working hard, and I don't think any of them should be intruded on whatsoever. If they have to be, and the Dons think another way, sure, I'm all for it. But at this time, I don't take advice from people less successful than me. Okay, shouldn't have added numbers. Otherwise, I wouldn't say some crazy shit about that, like about my pure Dons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I understand your point of view. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay. All right. Well, if shit goes down, now you know.
And now I know.
Now, if a Don comes to you and asks you for your opinion, let's say that's the case. What is your opinion? I won't. Listen. You can say it straight, right? Like how I had a problem with John. I said it. I said it straight in front of you and the Dons, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
apologize to you. And it is what it is, right? So if you are against my opinion, like so be it. Don't tell me some other bullshit otherwise. Like I'm not gonna hate you. I understand that there are multiple leaders in this shit, right? Like I consider
Mm-hmm.
a captain leader. So your opinion is always going to somehow differ than mine to a degree, whether it's a
Of
large or
course.
small or whatever. So what would your opinion be if you were asked about it? Hmm?
I think my opinion right now is that if he wants his 5, he deserves his 5. Because we should all at the very least have 5. And even though we agreed upon it beforehand that it was okay at the time for you to have more, I think we should all have our 5. And after that, whoever fails, fails. And if a captain can look at his people and realize that they don't put in the work, then he should give up his slots, just like Teddy did. Teddy said, you know what? I only got me and one other person on there. I don't need anyone else. Turns out he actually had 4. But that point is still valid.
Well, I beg to differ. Because I spoke with Arush. I said, Arush, I want another spot. He said, John is dead. Take his spot. I said, okay.
Yeah,
I wake up. Vito took the spot. I said, isn't that enough? He said, no, I want more. I said, fuck you, die. I didn't say that. But I said no.
Yeah. I think, you know, we all had a convo. We all, as in all the captains but you, because I don't think you were around at the time. Gave you a few calls, you weren't around. It was just really brief. Vito basically just called a quick meeting for this exact same thing. He mentioned he wants more people, this, that, whatever. So I said, you know what? I'll give away my people. You know, I'll give them something else to do. Lately, it's been fucking sanitation, which has been mind numbing. So I'm like, you know, eventually I'm gonna want my people back if your people aren't putting in work. You know, I don't think that's unfair for me to ask of him, and I don't think it's unfair for him to ask for his 5 people. But I do see your point. It's not lost on me. And if he's got no one to make fucking bread, if he's only got Donnie, which we know to be the truth, then him having 5 people isn't gonna do shit anyway.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I think that's probably my order of priorities. Is we all agreed on 5, let's give them 5. After that, if your people aren't pulling their fucking weight, you should be accountable enough, hold your people accountable enough and yourself, and take them off of it if they're not doing shit.
So why don't we have a second hideout? I don't understand this.
I don't think anyone should have a second hideout, I believe.
Like it should not be like a thing?
Yeah, otherwise we would have had one.
Fuck.
Yeah. We're limited, my friend. 25.
Well, there's nobody expendable on my list.
I think that's fair. I didn't touch your list. I only touched my list. I'm not kicking anyone off your shit. If anyone kicks people off your shit, that's different. They shouldn't touch your people. They should 100% run it through you first. Unless it's a Don, of course, but if he starts kicking your people off, that'd be crazy.
You know, I used to be a real reckless person, Clark.
You
know that?
Reckless. I've heard tales.
I have instincts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
urges.
I don't do these instincts. I have urges, right? Like I have like instant. Whenever I hear something that causes a certain emotion on me, I have like an immediate response, right?
Oh, I know.
Like a certain action,
through
an impulse.
Through our not even disagreement, you know,
yeah.
with the whole bank thing or casino thing.
Right. Yeah. Now, I'm not that person anymore. I have the responses in my head, but I don't act on them. Not again. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I may share my opinion and call you a fucking stupid idiot, dummy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't act. I'm good now. When Vito called me, had the audacity to call me and tell me to remove my people, my first instinct was to go to the Hideout app and remove everybody off of his list. And just take them all out.
Did you do it?
No, fuck no. That's childish as fuck.
Who's even on his list?
That was my instinct.
If you would have done it. Oh, God. I'm glad you did.
I don't know who's on his list.
I'm glad you did.
I don't know. I did take a look. I wanted to see who the fuck was on there. Do you know who he wants to add or no? Does he have names?
It's just roof. It's literally just for roof running. It's not for
That's what's bullshit though, because my people roof run and they push.
Yeah, I know. Sakura even said priority should not be for one particular thing, and if it is gonna be one particular thing, it should be weed. And I said, I agree. If what should take priority, even though you can choose whoever the fuck you want on it, you know, I'm still gonna have this take. Weed should be priority. Because anyone can roof run at any fucking time. But not everyone can fucking push. So if we're just taking off people that push, what the fuck is the point of only putting on people that roof run? You're just making you know, our growers' jobs even harder. And the pushers' jobs even harder, because now they gotta push more. Because now there's less fucking pushers on the block. It fucks up the whole system.
Exactly. Okay? Things will unfold that will just not be good if I have to have way less people on my list, okay?
Trust me, I see it. You guys push the most. My people probably push the second most. And then I don't know who else pushes after that, to be honest with you.
You've pushed before in your life, right?
Yeah, I used to, yeah.
Okay.
I
So
got
you
into
know
this as a
it
pusher.
becomes pretty fucking mind-numbing at one point, right?
Yeah, of course. I would wake up
Okay.
at 5 a.m. just to push my 300 or 900 in a fucking day, just be over with it.
So the reason why my people pushing has worked so well for months now is because I have so many, because they go together as a big group, and it
Kick
becomes
it.
it becomes bearable when they're all hanging out, you know?
Yeah, agreed.
So if I have to cut that in half and those people go and they push, they're not going to have as many people to hang out with, if anyone, right? So if one or two people are pushing, eventually after a few days or maybe a few weeks, they're going to lose their fucking minds and they're going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Then we'll have next to no pushers left. So, you know what I'm saying? This is why I'm standing on fucking business when it comes to this stuff. The whole system that we have going at Abdurrah works good. It works well. And I don't want to fuck it up. And even if it wouldn't fuck it up, I don't want to take that chance.
Would you
You
be
feel me?
open to I see your point. And I think you're 100% correct. It's, you know, like Teddy has his way of like leading his people and making sure they don't, you know, get fucked up for complaining or you know, get burnt out on shit. You know, he just completely disregards them. He completely shades them. He shows them no attention. Like, you know, and that's his way of making sure that his people don't bitch and complain about shit and then die. He just,
Yeah.
Who you gonna bitch to me about it? I don't ever see you. You got no one to bitch to. So, you know, that's his way, and this is your way of getting people to push, which is really good. The thing is, though, would you be open to trying to be, you know, the middle ground guy? Would you be open to switching off? Giving him a fuck ton of people 1 week, and then the next week rotating? Or, because it's just going to take 1 week for everyone to see that nothing happened that week. You know?
I'm not against something like that, but like as long as everybody understands that like
The system.
we're not like no. Like as long as everybody understands like the Dons, they understand that like without me having my majority people push like on that app, we're not gonna be able to make much money. Like next to no money. And they understand that fully, then I have no problem with switching off. But like if we're expected to do good numbers, let me keep doing what I'm doing and bring these good numbers as I have been consistently. We haven't had a week under $1 million
Yeah.
without Maze Bank. You take out Maze Bank, we're still bringing in $1 million every week since this shit started. Every week. So as long as they understand that they might see 2 mil this week from us, and then next week they'll see 200, 300, 400K, and they have no problem with it whatsoever. Fuck it, sure. I'll let somebody else try and take the fucking plate.
The only thing is, I can tell you right now, they wouldn't have a problem with, if we all hit 300K like max. Let's just say we hit 350K. I don't think there'd be a big problem. But since your people do push so much, like I said, it would affect the operation like on the back end. Like now we were all getting reamed when there was like 6K, 10K, 12K, 15K bags not being pushed. And if all your people are off, that's what's going to happen. And then now other people are overworking and other people are underworking. And now the growers have to readjust how much they make or how much they bring in or whatever. I mean, I see your point. I actually think that you have a.
You also need to understand.
You
You also need to understand. Okay, I've set a precedent now. Okay, me going against the grain. I've given every. I'm such a bro. I should be a don. Holy fuck! I'm just so fucking smart. Okay, you're wrong, because you're saying, oh, it'd only take a week for these people to get proven to
Oh
not do
no,
as
it'd
much.
be immediate.
Okay, I've given them fuel by going against the grain. I've given them fuel. I have given Vito absolute fuel, diesel. Understand? If he gets 8 people on that app or some shit, just as an example,
And then does nothing with it.
he will he will make sure things get done with it. He will be down there pushing himself if he has to. Understand? Because he will not
I should hope
allow
so.
himself to get proven wrong. Neither would you, neither would anybody else. Understand?
I agree with
So
that. I
1
just had to
week
bring in 25K mats this week, and for no bread.
giving someone 1 week to prove that they can't do shit is not fair. It's just not. It's not a thing.
It's
Okay?
not gonna work.
And here's the thing. Okay? If his crew doesn't lock in, right? They would not be able to sustain. Okay? Pushing is not fucking easy. All right? It's not. That's what we're good at. Okay? You give anybody a full fucking week of pushing. Say, hey, do this for 1 week. They're gonna do it, and they're gonna push really well. But we've been doing it for 2 months straight, no problem, consistent numbers,
True.
consistent. You know what I'm saying? That is difficult. That is very difficult. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're in a dilemma, because if there is some trial and error test bullshit, then you know.
I think you have some solid legs to stand on with this argument, to be honest.
That's right, baby.
But the thing with Vito, as we both saw in the meetings that we had before the big draft, I don't think he's going to take it well, which is obvious. But
right now, here's my big problem. Okay, this is what I'm really worried about. I'm wondering, how low is Vito gonna go when it comes to this? How deep is this wound that I've created? Okay, because if it's deep enough, on Monday, he's gonna go pick up his phone, call, and type in his contacts LUCIANO, and then I'm fucked. Okay, I'm fucked. If this goes to Luciano, I'm fucked. This is why I'm consulting you. That fucking Nepo baby. Bastard.
as you know, the first person to get to a Don usually gets the point across.
I'm gonna.
It only doesn't work when people like Apple say, even though I'm over it now, say some shit that isn't true, and then I explain it afterwards what really happened. But that very rarely works. Usually, the first person that gets to the Don, that's the truth. And whatever happens afterwards is a skewed memory of what really happened. It's the unfortunate truth.
Fuck.
But with that being said, I see your point. Give me time to think about my overall thoughts. But I think an argument could be made for both sides. That's what I think right now.
Interesting. The easiest solution is to take over someone else's turf and just fucking own that bitch.
How is that the easiest solution?
I could slam anybody in the south side, no problem.
Oh, then we take it, is what you're saying.
Let me call you back.
You're saying when we take it.
Yeah, we could take any fucking turf. We could take any turf. Just kidding. What I would do is I would probably go to the Busties because they have turf that they can't use. You know what I'm saying? They have all the properties or whatever, and they want to sell part of their turf, and we could probably just buy it off of them. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but what are we going to do with that?
just use it as a substitute, right? So like the people that are main Cypress, you push there, and then the people that are cycled out go on that one, that bullshit one, and then boom.
Yeah, but we don't give a fuck about the turf though. I think the main
Yeah,
part.
I know that's what sucks. That's what
Yeah,
sucks.
that's the big downside of it.
Nah, it is. It does suck. Fuck. I wish we could have more members on the hideout.
Same. Yeah, there's a few people I can't take off of mine. Like Jet. Jet loves socializing, you know, during those times. I took your advice, by the way. And I wanted to change my answer from the last time we spoke. You asked who I was closest to and furthest to.
Okay.
I told you I was furthest from Jet. But that actually isn't the truth. The truth is I was furthest from Zane. So much so that I forgot Zane was in my crew to even say his name.
I know Zane. He's cool.
I do like Zane, though. I've gotten to know, you know, I like all those guys, but yeah. Jet, Coco, you know, those guys can never come off my list. And the rest, those are the only two pushers I have. Coco, Jet, actually Loco as well. I only got 3. And I throw myself on there because I'm fucking selfish and I want to roof run. I actually bring in a fuck ton of cash from roof running if I really wanted to. Not as much as a main pusher guy. But still, I'm going to get mine. So, I got no problem actually giving away some of my spots. If all this shit goes south for you.
Nah, don't do that.
Nah, I don't.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying, you know.
You need to understand, it's not for me. It's not for me at the end of the day.
It's the principle of it all.
Like my boys and girls now. Sorry, my people. Okay. They're not obsessed and in love with pushing, right? They like it because it helps Cypress, right? And there's no connection to it, right? So if I have to remove my people, and the entirety of Cypress understands that we will be hindered at that as Cypress, then it's okay. I'll remove everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But like this is currently what's in Cypress's best interest. Now it might not be the case for the future, but at this moment, it is absolutely the best situation for Cypress. It brings in the most money. We bring in the most money, and it's like, if we have to impede on that for people's happiness and make less money and progress less, I have no problem with that. But and when I say we, I mean Cypress, we are progressing into becoming the state that the group should be, right? And we're almost there in terms of money, I feel like. But I got no problem taking a few steps back. You feel me? I got no problem.
All right. I hear you loud and clear.
You understand what I'm getting at here?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Now, what are you doing right now?
Waiting for a boof bun job. Waiting for my moonshine to cure.
Are you on Hideout?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it that much more money?
I just did a 13 top rooftop, and I got $26.
$1,000?
26 AC units out of it. So
and how much money is that?
Let's see.
Is that like 10K? 8K?
26
actually?
times 3 is 7.8.
Like $8,000?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you don't get jobs as often as I thought, but
yeah, but don't you get the normal ones
shit.
and the hideout ones? So you get like, so like throughout like an entire day, don't you get like 5, 6?
I don't know yet. Maybe less. I don't know yet. I'd say probably 4.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. What you
and
doing?
You're on. I'm about to do Maze Bank again.
Might need tips on how to get that going. I'm trying to put my trust in my people, in Jet and Yaya to handle it, but I think I just gotta grab the reins and fucking get people to do it.
What do you mean get people to do it?
Well, because
like they can't go on their own?
I mean, they can. They're just fucking lost. I can't lie. When it comes to heist shit,
Well, to be fair, aren't you lost too?
to a certain degree, yeah. And I want them to, like, I'm not going to spoon feed them shit. I barely know anything about it, but I'm not going to tell them what I know. I'd rather just be like, this is what you need. Go figure it
Yeah,
out.
that's what we did with ours. That's why we didn't like full send right away. I'm gonna tell them when we do art time. I am gonna tell them a little bit, just
Mm-hmm.
so we're not like fucking wasting time like Dora and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you were there for a few of the art asylums, right? In the beginning parts,
Mm-hmm.
it was very expensive.
Yeah, I was just standing there the whole time.
I am gonna spoil a little bit because I want to mitigate some of that fucking loss because it's gonna be very expensive for them to get that shit down.
Yeah, you can hunt or you can cut down the Dora time significantly.
Yeah, yeah. If you ever want anyone to like help like run them through a maze bank ever, by the way, you let me know, okay?
Yeah, I'd be down. I'm definitely gonna take you up on that.
Or like if you're like, let's say like, because what I've been doing is, right, like I've been having them go,
Mm-hmm.
and by the end of the week, if they fail, if they can't finish it because of certain fails, like the laptop or whatever, I'll go and
Get the
and
past
I'll
that
do
part.
the hacks, and so we can bring in the money.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week, when we reset, same thing. They go themselves and they do it, and if they can't complete it, I'll complete it. I'll complete it with them.
Mm.
Feel me? So if you ever want that to be a thing, like on your end as well, and I can help in any degree, you let me know. Even if
Okay,
you want me
man.
to run all the hacks, I'll come through. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay? All right, you let me know, all right?
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna go do a maze bank.
All right. You need a ride?